Remember, not only you get your hours, you get money. So watch this carefully. I'm going to take this apart. I'm going to open this. Okay? Now, if there's Lonnie, is that an empty box?
No, it's not empty.
Okay, anything, any container that's empty. Over there, there's some empty containers. Give me one. Thank you. So I will show you this. You can try. Everybody can try. I put this in this right. You can shake it. Anybody can put it together. I'll give you $1,000. You want to try?
So I put it back?
Yes, put it back exactly how it was. This has to be close and it has to be put in. Shake.
No.
Huh?
It's impossible.
Impossible?
Yeah, there is some.
How about you? Can you try? Anybody can do it. I'll give you $1,000. Try it.
It's probably gonna work.
You think it'll work? However you want. You can shake it this way, any way you want.
Yeah, but there's a straw there, and it's always gonna mess with stuff. I think that's the main problem. You can't really just slide it.
$1,000. You better try hard.
This is a trick question.
It's not a trick question. I think and I will answer to you very quickly. In fact, 2 years ago, when I was in our city, we have a city event, right? It's called Family Festival. I have 6 pieces of puzzles. I also put it in an empty box. Anybody can put it back together, $5,000 cash. Nobody can do it. Try. But you did, all right? This almost back to its position, right? So the rest of it, you gotta put it back in twist. Good enough? You can try it for the rest of this class, so I'll let somebody else try. You can try until till tomorrow. It's still good. If you can get it done. All right, you wanna try? Do you think you can do it?
Do you have to shake it?
You just shake it, that's it. You can use your hand.
You can't.
You just shake it. That's all you can do.
Okay.
Shake this way, shake it either way, however you want, just shake.
I feel like you practice a lot to demonstrate it.
There's a reason why I'm teaching you this game. Do you think you can do it? Okay, anybody else wish to try? No? No? Yes? No? No? Because the lesson of this is you've been lied to. All of you have been lied to. Let me tell you why. You know, when they say that chicken comes first or egg comes first? Chicken comes first or eggs come first? Chicken? Chicken, why?
Because the animals evolved into the chicken. And then the chicken
Something involved the chicken, right?
Yeah.
So let me give you an example. Cell, right? We all evolved from one cell. That's what you believe, right?
Yeah.
One cell, what does it need? It needs an amino acid. Amino acid bound together become protein, right? Then protein, you have to have DNA. To have DNA is like a program. It tells, because this is functional. It has purpose in this, right? So that cell, there's a function. Cell is a living creature. So you have to have very complex program to tell the cell what to do. How does cell know when it's hungry, wanted to eat, wanted to get food, nutrient? How does cell know how to breathe? How does cell know how to repair itself when it gets injured? All those things are programs. It takes, just give you it takes billions times a trillion, just imaginary number. In mathematics, it's impossibility of the pieces you need to put it together for one cell. And how many cells do you have in your body? Billions of cells, right? It will take billions and billions of pieces to create one cell. One cell. if you cannot even put two pieces together, how can you put billions of pieces in this box? You shake. Do you think they're gonna bond together to become one cell? Do you think that's possible? Yes or no? Not possible, right? Not possible, right? Do you think billions of pieces you shake? You think they're gonna put together?
It depends the shape actually.
Really? Okay, try it again.
I know this shape doesn't work.
No, so one cell is more complex than this.
Yeah, it definitely is.
Much more, even one piece of cell is more complex than this.
Yeah.
So do you think this is complex?
This is not complex, but
This is not complex, but even one piece in one cell, any piece, it's more complex than this.
yeah.
So if you cannot put these simple pieces together, you have billions is more complex than this. Billions has to come together one time. Do you think that's possible?
You're saying it's not possible.
No. Because this, you think how many times you think you can shake until you're 90 years old? I can tell you can put it
Yeah,
back.
but humans weren't built by shaking them together.
Hmm?
Humans weren't built by shaking cells together.
But see, you have one cell, right? Because we all evolved from that one cell, right? You believe we all evolved. How can you have that one cell? Because who gave the water? Because cell needs liquid, right? Cell needs to have air.
But that's
So-
for human beings. In the past, a lot of animals got their nutrients from.
How does
vents
the
and
nutrient
liquid.
came from?
I think
From
life
Earth.
just starts from the ocean, I think. Yeah.
Where does the ocean came from?
The water came from
Mars. I think
like
it's from
meteors
something,
and
yeah.
asteroids that crashed into space and created
Yeah.
steam.
How does space came from?
Space was created by a big bang.
How does Big Bang came from?
I don't remember exactly how that happened.
So no, because I can tell all those are lie because those are what we think that's what happened. What we think happened. Anything comes for something. Because even when you shake, you put your mind, you want to shake together, right? In outside world, nothing right now I'm not touching it. Why would it want to come together? Tell me why. Is there a reason why it wants to come together? Is there a
It's
reason?
not living.
Yeah, so when you have nothing living, why would it want to come together to form one cell to want to live? Because just like that, live it alone. Why would it want to come together? No reason. And how long would this one cell has to live? Because they say it takes billions of years, right? Tell me anything that can live for billions of years. Any living organism, anything can survive billions of years. Living thing. Is there anything that can live for over billions of years? Anything that you know? Yes, but anything that you know can live billions of years?
Cockroaches.
Cockroaches can live billions of years?
Jellyfish.
Jellyfish can live find one.
There's this one species of jellyfish that can reverse its aging process.
Billions of years?
It can reverse its aging process by making it younger again, and then it grows old, but then it goes back to being like.
Not billions of years.
But it can.
That's technically a
Possible.
new generation.
When you say that's a possibility, you're talking about that's impossibility because nobody has been able to prove it. That's a fact. Because that's just what we know for a small period of time. The reason why I'm showing this to you is because you think you believe in certain things, but they're untrue. So I've spent thousands of hours. You know that the top scientists in the whole world, top scientists in the history, you can just name like maybe 30 or 100. They're all religious. They believe in, because even the best, even Newton himself, the best you can, because this is what they study. They say, this thing's so complex. How does it come from? Then if you just go back, then you know that there is something beyond it. So, I want to shift focus. So this gets you thinking, don't always take your textbook or whatever people teach you is, or your teacher teach you is the fact. I used to think that way, not anymore. Okay. Now, politics. You guys want to learn a little bit about why is that important? Do you know that politics control everything that that you have right now, everything,
Yeah, I know.
right? You know that?
Yeah.
How is that?
Like everything is like, so the projects decide what kind of stuff they want to have like before, like you can pass racial laws or something. Yeah, it's just that stuff.
I can tell you politics control the air you breathe. Why is that?
How?
Pollution.
Yes, Air Control Management Agency. So that agency can tell you, you know, hey, your car, you cannot drive this car because it pollutes the air. You cannot live in this house, it has to be a small house. You cannot use this kind of gas or whatever that is, right?
Yeah.
So even the air you breathe, do you think about your mind? Is it controlled by politics?
It is actually.
Yes, right? I just show you, because whatever you read at your school, that's politics. Somebody has to make decision, right?
Yeah.
How about the food you eat? How the clothes you wear? Right? The house you live. Everything is controlled by politics. The reason why you're here is to learn that if you don't get involved, you're in trouble. Not because for others, hey, you know, I'm okay. My parents will have money because now you're not working. I'm okay. You know, I still have food. You know, my parents will take care of it. The moment you don't care, then you're being controlled, mind control. Then the outcome you can figure. If the best colleges want to change your mind as well. Okay? So it's important that you get involved in politics. That's why you're sitting here. Let me tell you a more funny story on the lighter side. Who can be elected as a mayor?
Children can't.
Okay, what else? You don't know?
Who can't?
Who can or who can't?
People who's underage.
Okay, underage you cannot, you know, she said it. What else?
Under the age limit. Like, I think there was that.
Or just watch TV. You see presidents, right? You see Congress members, you see, you know.
There's like a restriction, for example, like, the residents they can't really vote for
Yeah, certain things, right? Okay, as a mayor, do they test you on your intelligence? No, not really. There's no IQ test for politicians. How about your knowledge on certain things? Yeah, a little bit, not too much. Right? How about your religious belief? A little bit, not too much. How about your ethics? Yeah, a little bit, not too much. Let me give you a shocking story. For elected locally, you have to be at least 18 years old, registered voter. And I think unless you have a really bad criminal record, for the most part, you can run for office. So that's why when you see, when we have meetings, you'll see all kinds of crazy ideas being thrown out. Just like right now, you have a few of you saying that you're a city council member. You have different thoughts than you, right? You not always agree. Then you maybe have different thoughts than her, and then all of it.
Yeah.
When you get elected, you wanted to enforce your thought, right? Wouldn't you not? Say, hey, this is what I think is good. I think our school should have free lunches for everybody. You think that's a good idea?
I mean, it's a fine idea.
Yeah, that's probably true, right? Hey, we want to have free colleges. What you decide, impacts everybody in school. Everyone.
Yeah.
Your council. And if you think it's great to have certain things, whatever that is, that impact everybody. That's why it is important right? Now, how many of you seen recent crime rapes? Crime, you see grandmas being beat up, people go to the store and rob.
I think they have put it on television a lot.
My friend, she been through like kind of like a robbery recently. She was going to like going to the shop for some snacks, and then when she was outside, she saw it and like the robbery was going on, so like she left.
How do you like that?
I'm not sure what she felt, but I feel like it's pretty scary and like unsafe.
You don't like that, do you?
Yeah.
You don't like people just going to the store to take things, right? Do you guys like it at your school when somebody just say, hey, I don't need to study, I can just cheat? How do you like that?
Nobody likes it except for the cheater.
Yes, you guys work very hard. That's why you're sitting here. I can cheat, I don't care. That's literally what they're doing. Let me tell you this. When you see this happening, and you see people, like federal government, hey, we gotta make new laws to protect Asians. Those are also light too. You know why? Why they're light? What those are lights?
They want your support.
Yes, because now we have enough laws. If people empower, they enforce the laws. We don't need new laws. We can already arrest those people, prosecute them, and send them to jail, so they cannot do this anymore. Because all these things are politics. So that's why it's very important you get involved. Okay, no question about why you get involved. Is there no question?
No.
No question. Yes. However, when you're involved, that's also very important. So let me tell you this. A funny story about a whale. You guys probably don't know this. A few years ago, this dead whale just flew, and then went to Malibu and died on the sand of Malibu. Big whale. And then this whale, after a few days, started to get pretty stinky. Ooh, you can picture that. So what do you do is residents, how do you deal with this?
Call professionals.
Like who?
I don't know. Use Google.
Use Google.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because whales can be dangerous.
All right. You know what they did?
They cut it open.
No, they first called the city hall. Say, hey, city, there's a dead whale on the beach. You guys should come and take care of it. That's what government is for, protect and serve, right? And the city said, no. It's on the beach, right? You should call the county office. It's a county thing. You should call the county office. Guess what they do when they call the county office?
They call the city.
Oh, the county said, oh, this is probably a state issue. Call California, right? When they go California, what happens? Hey, that's probably down, they should call the federal government or just call your city hall. We don't care. So they got to run around. And then every day this thing gets bigger and then more stinky. You can smell it for miles away. So they were saying, oh man, just think about this dead whale is right next to your house. Just right there. So what else can you do? You call all these people, they're not doing it. So what else can you do?
Get rid of it yourself.
How do you get rid of it?
They probably cut it open.
No, it explode.
Yeah, but they didn't know that.
Okay, just say, okay, good idea. Let's cut it open. Let's try to do something. Okay, so they decided to do something, right? And then guess what happened? City comes over and says, hey, you cannot do this. That's in danger, because when you cut open, what if it explodes? What if disease just spread? You can't do it. So, okay, I call the county. Because, hey, you can't do this anymore. You can't do it. Because, hey, it's dangerous. You call the state, hey, can I do this? No, you can't. So when you tell them to help you, they say, I cannot help you. But if you want to help yourself, they say, no, you cannot help yourself. So what do you do? That's actually a true story. Not exactly the same way, but that's actually a true story. City Malibu. So guess You want to do something, they don't want you to. You ask them for help, they don't want to help you. So what do? This is true politics. Go ahead.
Could you like kind of like a strike, except it's just your community saying that we need to do something.
That's what they try to do, because this thing just gets bigger and bigger and stinkier, and then you just, we can't stand it anymore. It's right next to my house. All those residents, you think they care. So they call the city hall, they don't care. You know what ended up doing? What they did
Move out.
was the residents got together and just told this thing out. We're not gonna cut it open. We're not gonna, we told it outside to the ocean. After certain miles outside the city, they don't care anymore. Outside the county, they don't care anymore. Outside of certain, miles, the state don't care anymore. So nobody cares, and boom, that's it. That's a true story. Say, wow, that's shocking. So you think that your government's here to help you? Not all the time, not necessarily. Even things that's necessary to, no. So when you want something, you gotta say very loud. You gotta say the force. You gotta know who to talk to. You gotta know what to do. Because with this incident, they're kind of out of option. Because every day, even 1 hour, you can stand the smell coming to your window. They're not doing anything. And same thing happened to my city many years ago. When over here there's a lot by Grand and 60 freeway, they want to build a stadium. I didn't like it. Because this stadium will draw 80,000 people here every month, every week. Not just stadium, they could have concerts, they could have drag racing, they could whatever. Because that's going to impact. You can imagine 80,000 people come through your city. What happens? Traffic. They probably will have trash, right? Probably people drunk, right? They can all kinds of things. And at that time, we came and we got together, we fought, and we petitioned. And guess what? The government said, no, we want it. And then at that time, the governor was Governor Schwarzenegger. He was supposed to protect the environment. You know what he did? There's a few politicians got together and said, hey, we got to, because they have billions of dollars. They say, they just pay a few politicians to have or contribute. I shouldn't say pay, they contribute. Legal way, I think, or otherwise. So they wrote a law, and Governor Schwarzenegger signed it. I was actually there maybe 23rd, to protest when he signed the law. You know what law he signed? He signed a law to say that this development do not have to comply with any environmental law. Is that shocking to you? Wow, you can write a law to say I can legally not follow any other law.
Isn't that corruption?
Hey, that's legal.
Legal corruption.
Yes. Well, now you start to wake up, now you start to get engaged. True story. When we were there to protest, he thought that we were there to say, hi, you did a good job, to greet him. Because he said, we're gonna have this job, all this creation, all the union people like him, construction people like him, and then they're, obvious, the football people like him, right? But to the residents, that's not fair. Can you even build addition in back of your house without going to environmental? Say I want to build, I want to put a gas tank in my backyard. You don't think that's going to go through some laws to say yes or no? Hey, I want to build a gigantic zoo back in my house. It's back in my house. I don't bother anybody. Can you do that? You can't do that. But they can actually say that I want to build this 80,000 facility without following any environmental law. Wow. That's when I first started to pay attention to politics. The first time I ran for office was 2012. I didn't even know I wanted to run for office. I had no idea. Just like probably you never thought of it. ever. Because I like to watch basketball, I like fishing, I like to go shopping, I like to go eat. So when my daughters, they were in elementary school, and I just helped at school, volunteer, just like you, I volunteer. And the mayor at that time came to me and said, Eric, we need you to run for office. You should run for office. And I think you're crazy. I'm thinking to him. I didn't say it to him, I'm thinking, you're crazy. He said, well, while you're thinking, since I want you to run, you're thinking, why not just go pull the papers? Go get the papers and then see what happens. So I said, okay, foolish me. I went to the city hall, I got the papers. You know how thick were the papers? This thick. It's a big binder as well. It's like big homework, right? When your teacher say, hey, here, give you this big binder, what would you say? Oh man, I gotta do this, I have no weekends now, and I can't watch TV, I can't play games. This thick. So when you get this thick paper, what would you do? Your tendency is, I don't care, right? I don't wanna do it. But he said, hey, since you pulled the papers, go ahead and fill it out. I filled it out. He said, hey, since you filled it out, might as well turn it in. And if you don't want to run, it's okay. You can decide later if you don't want to run. So, okay. I got tricked. I was not very smart, right? Right? So I turned in the paper very last day, around 3 o'clock. I turned it in. And then the next morning when I woke up, I was one of the candidates, one of the 7, he did not turn in his papers, by the way. So how did that happen? And pretty soon after that, some political, people in politics started to attack me. They called me a liar, thief, and a puppet.